Hey YouTube, what's up? It's K22 here. I'm bringing you guys a new video on K22 Client Watch. This is a completely new piece of software available for you guys. Pretty much this is going to monitor network traffic and just kind of watching to see if servers go offline, if you have end clients that you want to see go offline, and even VPNs. Now, you've got to know a little bit about routing and networking to be able to get this to work the way you want it. Since it is on version 1.0, there's a lot of features that I'm eager to add for you guys. But while it's still pretty basic at its current level, but it will suffice. Currently, there are multiple hospitals using this completely free. It's free to you guys. It's free to your work facility. You can distribute it. So completely free grounds. I do accept donations on it. But let's go ahead and jump right into it, and let's go ahead take a look on how this actually works and how it might be able to benefit your company. So I've already added one IP address into this program, and theoretically this is going to watch a server that controls prescribed substances, right? So without this cabinet, then patients out on the floor can't get medications, right? So really they could, but it's a very complex process. They've got to have a pharmacist on site and all this other crazy stuff. So anyways, the ideal purpose is to watch to see if the server goes offline. If it does, IT is notified immediately. The managers are notified immediately. That way we can get all hands on deck to, kind of get these medications flowing to the patients, right? So that way, no accidents actually occur. So I can go ahead and just begin this, and bam, it's going to just tell me that it was able to connect to that server. Really, all it's doing is just sending a ping to that server. So you got to make sure that ICMP traffic is enabled through the firewall on both the server and this application as well. So let's go ahead and take a look a bit more at the settings, how we add stuff in, and just fresh from the get-go. Okay, so I've opened a new instance of this program, and your first time opening, it's going to ask you to configure your initial settings. You have to put an email. You do not have to fill out the rest of the information if you don't feel comfortable doing so. So I'm going to go ahead and type out my information. I'll put my password here in a second. smtp.gmail.com. Port number is 587, and I just want to send it to my other email address. I do want SSL enabled. You can start up with Windows. It will act like it's a service. I want the pings to send out every 5 minutes and a tolerance of 5 emails. So the tolerance, the reason for the tolerance is if your whole network went offline, and let's say it was able to connect to Gmail, you won't get 5,000 emails. If theoretically this program could span you, so that tolerance will only limit 5 emails per day. It'll shut down, and then the very immediate day it'll actually turn on, or unless you manually turn it on. So there's that. Once you type in your password, you can hit the X button and the main page will actually pop up. Here we can go ahead and type in our client, an instance, mine's 0.4. We can go ahead and do a test to make sure that we can ping it. So there's no reply, so let's go ahead and see what's going on. Okay, let's go ahead and try it again. There we go. So host name, farm server, and let's say we know that the server, restarts every Saturday at 3 a.m. We can go ahead and add that exclusion in there, so that way we don't get a email in the middle of the night or a text message in the middle of the night. You can actually configure your email to send it to your phone via SMTP as well, which those of you who are like geeks, you should be able to figure that out. We can delete this, we can add more, we can back up our database so we don't lose this data, but let's go ahead and start it. So that first one failed. I'm just using my phone to kind of navigate this traffic. I can go ahead and do a send once. Let's go ahead and kind of get some traffic generated in here. Okay, so I generated a lot of traffic on this. Now the main thing is this is what it looks like when it comes through. should actually say K22, but WCH is the name of the hospital that I work full-time for. And we can go ahead and ignore that. It says IP address, host name, description. It gives you all the information that you basically need. It just sends it from your personal or your work email to whatever email that you designate it for. Let's go ahead and look a little bit further into analytics. So here we can actually kind of see succeed versus fail, total, runtime. So we've run this program. We've had 8 pings succeed versus 11. A total of 22 and 2 hours of runtime. So we can kind of figure that if this succeed is not at least like 98%, we are doing terrible as an IT department, and we want to get these devices going so we don't have downtime. So really that's it, you guys. I've got, you can put in, let's say, an IP address that's on another side of a VPN to tell you whether or not that VPN goes down. I have ideas of building client versus server applications of this where you can communicate it. You can put a client on your work computer and then host this main server piece on a server where they communicate. I've got tons of ideas for this. It's just finding the time to build it. One way that you guys can motivate this is by donating. That'll motivate this project 100%. I've had ideas of making this open source for you guys to go ahead and co-develop as well. But anyways, let me know how you guys like this program. If you have any requests, go ahead and comment it below. Otherwise, feel free to download it for free from my website. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.